Kev, we only had to wait 2 weeks to ask him because Connor Joe of the Colorado Rockies has joined us here on Ballpark Cam. Connor, it's great to visit with you. So we were loving on you and your story and your show hair. So can you unveil to us and really the baseball-loving world what goes into this every single day?
Yeah, I appreciate that little clip. Honestly, it's not much. It's pretty maintenance-free. I wake up, I throw some water in it, and then run some pomade in my hands, and then slick it back a little bit.
Love it. Kevin and I both jealous. It's funny. I feel like Chuck has the same routine, except yours looks a lot prettier than his. And I say that with all due respect to our friend Chuck Nasty. In a serious note, your inspiration or the thought behind you growing your hair out was because you battled and beat cancer. And so I was wondering if you could just walk us through your perspective now, looking back on everything that you battled through to get to this point, playing for the Rocks here in 2022.
Yeah. Looking back at my journey, it's been incredible, right? Like, drafted first round in 2014 and on top of the world, and then working my way through the minor leagues. And 2020, kind of get my first shot at trying to make a big league team out of camp. And 3 days into camp, right, diagnosed with testicular cancer. But, you know, being an athlete, we were set up for the grind and figured out the game plan of chemotherapy treatments and got through those treatments, and here I am.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man, Connor, that's awesome. And then literally after you overcame all of that, then you homered about 1 year after being cancer-free. Take us about, you know, through that moment, what that moment was like, man.
Man, that was incredible. That was so special. My wife had told me the night before, you know, it's the night before your 1 year cancer-free anniversary, and I so happened to get called up from AAA Albuquerque that night. Got into Denver, was told I was going to start that day against Marco Gonzalez. At this point, I totally forgot it's my 1 year cancer-free. I was 0 for 2 the first couple at-bats, and then the third at-bat, I homered. I remembered going out into the outfield to play defense, and then got a little bit choked up, I'm not going to lie.
What about reliving that moment or sharing that with your wife Kylie and your family? Because again, you're going through this wretched disease, but your village, your people are in it with you.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do it without them. I truly, to this day, believe that they had it harder. I'm talking about my wife and my family. You know, as athletes, we know what we can take physically and what we can endure, but I think for them, seeing me go through it and being helpless was really tough on them. So sharing that moment after and celebrating that moment was incredibly special for my family and something we'll remember for the rest of our lives.
Connor, something that myself and this network we did last year in May, which is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, is talk about our community because it's pretty small in this game of baseball. What does your heritage and your family's roots mean to you as you grow in this game and represent?
Yeah, my heritage and my family background is everything for me. I speak about it a lot and I'm open about it. Growing up as a kid, you know, I didn't think twice about it, but you turn on the TV and you don't see too many Asians playing big league baseball. So, you know what, I'm here and I've been thrown into that role, and if I can be that person that young Asian American kids look to when they're young and inspire them, that's something I wear with great pride and something that I take on fully.
Amen.
So awesome, bro. So awesome. Keep leading. Keep being an example. Now I'm going to switch a little gears. I saw you and your teammates dress up as caddies for a road trip. We got a couple pictures. This is amazing. And the reason why I say this is amazing, I got a two-part question. One, have you ever caddied before? And two, because I just got back from a golf event last night in Dallas at the PGA Champions Tour. I played terrible and I'm looking for a caddy.
I can't say I've ever caddied. I have a hard enough time reading greens myself as a player, so I'd probably make a terrible caddy. But I mean, I'm a workhorse, man. I could probably carry the bag for, you know, 36 holes easy, no doubt about that. I couldn't offer much help, though.
Kev will take that,
it looked like, yeah, I'll take that. It looked like you're caddying for CJ Cron, though. But I'm going to tell you, What's it been like looking at him? Because he's over there hitting show homers. He's got 6. I think was he leading the league? In the 6 homers.
Yeah, I think so. No, CJ's been awesome. I did caddy for him, and he took care of me. But, yeah, watching him go about his business, he's got a lot of years in the big leagues, and picking his brain, he's completely open. Any question I ask him, he's willing to answer for me. He's helped me a lot in my short career, so nothing but good things to say about CJ, and great guy to have in clubhouse.
Well, let me hit you further, not just CJ, but the Rockies clubhouse as a whole, because I'm sure y'all heard the conversations about your team and that division going into 2022, how you guys aren't supposed to do anything, and here you are roaring out the gates. And I imagine this message that you gave to the whiteboard is one that you and the Rocks have been touting all year long, and that's good vibes only.
Yeah, no, the clubhouse is amazing. Obviously led by Charlie Blackmon, who's incredible leader, completely routine-oriented, goes about his work like a true professional. But then every other dynamic of the clubhouse is great, right? We got veteran leaders, we got young energy. We're really excited about this year. We've said it since the start of spring training. We're not getting too much credit out there in the baseball world, but that doesn't affect us really. And we know what we're capable of. It's just a start, right? But it's really good to get results early on in the season. Good vibes in the clubhouse right now, good energy. We're really excited about this year.
And when you're in the show, that shirt rings true. No bad days. You keep getting knocks. And maybe you get enough. You can join Miggy in the 3,000 hit club. Now, you had a front row seat to history. Can you give us your vantage point of what happened there in Detroit?
Oh man, that was so cool. That's something that everyone in the clubhouse was following for probably a week before it happened. We tune into his games and kind of try to match it up to our schedule. And, sure enough, we were watching on that off day. He was playing the Yankees, and we were watching that last at bat, and we were like, they're going to walk him. They're going to walk him. And sure enough, they did. So that kind of ensured that he was going into our series with 2,999. Obviously, going in, we were excited, and then I just remember everyone going about their business once he got called up to the plate, right? All the fans stood up on their feet, and everyone in our dugout went up to the top rail. So it was so special to see someone I've been watching for a good part of my life in the big leagues, and to see it in person, to be able to be on first base when he came up the next game and say congratulations and just tell him how much of an honor it was to watch it live. What an incredible person, incredible career. So it was really cool to witness live.
Yeah. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Cool stuff. All right, well, I got a few rapid fire questions I'm going to ask you, and then we'll get you back to practicing getting those 3,000 hits. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. 1, you went to the same high school as Tom from Blink 182. Who is your favorite band?
Ooh, favorite band's got to be, let's see. Band, you threw me off because I usually like rappers, but
you can go with a rapper. That's not against
you can go with rapper.
Yeah.
I like Kanye West.
Okay.
Love it. Have you and Chris Bryant compared trophies for your West Coast Conference Player of the Year honors? Because he won it in 2011 and you won it in 2014.
Not compared them, but they're both at USD right now, sitting in the same room. So I guess we can go yes.
Go Toreros. We got you.
Yes. 3, how often does Randall Gritchett talk about being drafted ahead of Mike Trout?
I haven't heard that, and that's a fun fact that I'm going to go ask him about right now.
All right. 4, favorite CJ of all time besides yourself and CJ Cron. We are going to go with CJ Wilson, CJ McCollum, or Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah!
Yes!
Love
Last one, your bench coach is Mike Redmond. Have you had a chance to check out those obliques? Because his alias on the Rose used to be Obliqueman.
I do see them regularly. He works out all the time in the gym, so yeah, that's great. I think it still is, honestly.
Bonus rapid fire. People say never trust somebody with 2 first names, Connor. What about people with 2 last names?
Ooh, that's a good one. You still can't trust them.
Still can't trust them. Okay. Well, we trust you wholeheartedly. Connor Joe, the Colorado Rockies, keep raking, man. OPS north of 1,000 in the early goings. And you know what? You're right. Baseball world, start putting some respect on the Rockies' name. 10-5 thus far this year. Thanks again, man, and we'll talk to you again down the road.
Yeah, thanks, guys. That was fun.
Appreciate you, Connor.